Welcome to episode 98. I'm in a warm cafe in France, and it's cold out, but it was a nice day otherwise. This is about French girls dancing tango and the problems that I have sometimes with them because they are used to choreography. They are not very good at impromptu. This is sponsored by you. Want to help me continue this channel? Buy me a coffee. I put the link up above. It's also below. You can just click on it. What you can do is you buy me a coffee for €5 and $5. I'm sorry, and you become my drinking buddy. It can be a coffee or wine or beer, and then you're a drinking buddy. And I'm going to start putting some names up of some people who were kind enough to buy me a cup of coffee. Thank you, Jonathan Davis from Texas, for the cup of coffee. See you soon. Prepare. Thank you, Rafael Laura from Spain, for the cup of coffee. Fashion photographer. Thank you, Anita and Marco, for the cup of coffee from Mexico. The French have a big problem because they dance tango usually with a partner that they rehearse with, and that's a big problem because they learn choreography with that partner and they can't dance with other partners. And in tango, the whole idea is conversation. The rules are the same as a cocktail party. You meet interesting new people and you learn from them and enjoy life. And so I was dancing with this French girl this last Saturday and on the quay, which is the dock on the River Seine. And she's very nice, but she kept telling me, don't push me with your hands. And she was right about that because I was doing that. But why was I doing that? I said, fine, I'm going to put my hands behind my back and you can dance with me by following my body, which is the way this works. And I did that. I put my hands behind my back and she was mad at me because she didn't know what to do. And I said, look, you just stay in front of me, you look at my shoulders and my body, and you know where I'm going to go by doing that. You don't have to look at your feet, you just look at my chest and my shoulders. And she did that, and then it began to work. And she was mad at me, but then she began to smile and she went, interesting. And so this is a big problem. The French girls I dance with who know how to follow their partner are fantastic, but there are not many of them. Most of them have carefully rehearsed all of their tango steps in advance with a partner, and they do a perfect dance, and the dance is beautiful when you watch it the first time. But the second time you go, wait a minute, I saw that dance last time. And the reason is they keep repeating the same moves all the time. So a lot of these French girls, they know what they think they know what the next move's going to be, and you can't do it that way. You've got to look at your partner and find out where your partner's going and follow your partner and be with your partner. It's a conversation. And in a good conversation, you should not know what the next word is. Just like people who give speeches are great the first time, but the second time you hear the same speech, it's a little bit boring because you know what's coming up. And the reason the French are like that, I think, is ballet, because they invented ballet. The King of France invented ballet, Louis the 14th. And he said that if you are going to rule a nation, you have to be en forme. And there's an expression for that in France. It means being in perfect physical shape and being authoritative and being the most important figure in the room. And he used to practice ballet to get that. And so King of France invented ballet. And it's a rehearsed thing, you know, and ballet is really good. Ballet is usually choreography, you know, and it's fantastic. But you see it one time and then you don't want to see that same choreography the next time. You want it to be different. And in tango, it's a street dance. There are no rules, and you can do whatever you want, and it's a conversation. So to dance tango well, you know choreography. Forget that. Not going to work. So, and I'll talk a little bit about Sonostics, with my corporate sponsor. It invented a device you put under your feet when you're sitting at a desk, and it talks to your nervous system electronically. It's not a vibrator, and your brain contracts a muscle in your lower leg called the soleus muscle, and what it is, it's a pump. And it's actually the device, we call it the heart partner, because it aids the human heart. What it does,
When this muscle flexes in your lower leg, in the back of your leg, it puts all the fluids in your lower legs up to the top of your body where they belong, and it lowers your blood pressure and allows your heart to work better. And if your heart is doing better and your blood pressure's down, then your brain gets more blood flow, and as a result, if you use this machine maybe an hour a day or so, you get less cognitive decline. Cognitive decline, in fact, goes away after 6 months. So it's a heck of a device. And if you want to know about it, just call Bruce Badeau. He's at brucebadeauoutlook.com, and he can tell you about the company. And what we're doing is we're raising money for the company to take it worldwide. It's an existing company. We have the patent pending, all of that, but we want to expand the company and go worldwide, and we're looking for money and talent to do that. And Bruce Badeau is our strategic planner, so you talk to him. So that's my corporate sponsor, okay? And then you can buy me a cup of coffee if you like what I'm saying here. Why not? We're at a coffee shop or Sidewalk Cafe. Oh, and it's a beautiful day here, by the way. I'll just show you here. Yeah, nice. And if you want to help me for free, that's another way of doing it. You can subscribe to this channel. And there are other things on here besides my podcast. My podcasts are always marked EP, which is for episode. And then you can also see some of my tango videos. I like to dance tango. It's my hobby. But those are on the channel as well. So this is a channel. There are more things on here besides podcasts. Okay? But the podcasts are kind of fun. And the podcasts are basically, in a coffee shop or wherever I am in the world, and talking about things that I've done and what I'm doing and that kind of thing. If you find it interesting, buy me a cup of coffee. Let me know that you care and you're a good friend. And you can be my drinking buddy. And I'm going to put the names up if you like. You can be anonymous if you want, of course. I'll put the names up of people who bought me a cup of coffee and are my drinking buddies, basically. So thank you. So you can subscribe to this. That's one way you can help me. The other way you can help me is to ask some questions in the chat, and I'll be glad to answer any questions you've got. And you can also share this video to your friends to show them how crazy I am. Thank you. And then the other thing is, if you're on a YouTube application, this is everywhere. This is on YouTube, X, Instagram, Facebook. But if you're specifically on the YouTube application, you'll see some end tags at the top, 3 of them. One on the top right is to subscribe, and it's free. All it does is notifies you when I do a new podcast. That's all it does. It's totally free, doesn't cost anything. And then the one on the top left is a link that I will send you to that might be associated with this podcast, something that is follow-up on what I'm talking about here, or I find interesting. And then the third one at the bottom left is a playlist. And the playlist is all my podcasts in a list. You can choose which ones you want to listen to. It says all the way down to 1. So you can watch any of my podcasts, and all that's free, okay? So the only thing that costs money is you buy me a cup of coffee, and $5, come on. Let me know you care. So this is the end of episode 98, and thank you for listening, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.